Good morning, Turtle Club. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is Saturday. We are pretty far behind in the grand scheme of things. And you may notice that there's a no signal thing going on with the Elgato, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, the Elgato is... I've been messing with it. I think I just about got it fixed, but I'm not sure we're actually going to be streaming Zelda today, and I really hate that. But we got to have a bit of a talk about it, right? We've been playing Twilight Princess for quite a bit, and we are doing 100% clear. And I sat down like 15 minutes ago and started everything up, and I at least got the console working. I just powered it down because I had to do that for a reboot, and I'm hoping we got it. Hey Drew, how's it going? But we got a bit of a problem, and I'm trying to figure out how we resolve this issue. Hey, it looks like it's working. Awesome, finally got it working. Okay. So here is the problem I got, guys. So we are doing a 100% complete version of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And we're doing it as a blind playthrough, right? And we've run into a wall. And the wall is twofold. One, roll goal is ridiculously hard. I'll give it props. I don't know what we do to beat it, but I'm looking into it. I've been trying to figure it out. Number one. Number two, the pose. We have 5 more Poes to get, and I've been going through my videos trying to scribble down some notes as to where the Poes are, which ones we've gotten, down to finish without, but that's up to me, and that's kind of part of it, right? And I don't know, it's... And that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Is I don't like getting so close and not being able to finish it, right? Not 100% finish it. Because my understanding is, hey Drew, thanks for that. Thanks for that, man. Really appreciate that, guys. Hashtag Andrew Benson for that super chat there of 99 cents. You know, we've been pretty thorough. Oh, double back-to-back 99 centers. Oh, that is, thank you, man. And that looks to be off-center. It is, and that's because of the fact that it's not the... Alright. So, hashtag YouTube, giving them away for free. Oh. Oh man. Well, it looks like we're still early today, right? I'll hashtag you, man, because that's just super awesome. I gotta so I'm right there, right, with the do we not 100% complete this game? Do we just, after Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker, is Twilight Princess the Zelda that beats the Turtle Club? And, you know, directly me? Or do we press on and persevere? And I go back and forth on it. because the game's great. I really do enjoy the game. The mechanics sometimes get a little weird. I mean, this is the first video game that I've played. Yeah, see, and it's a bit of a dilemma. In the mechanics, you know, this is the first game that, like, after I'm done playing on stream, it kind of wears your wrist out with the motion controls. And I see where it had a lot of negative reviews on the Wii when it first came out because of that. I mean, and the thing is, right, is not only is it like, it's going to be maybe, and that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And had the thought hit me like lightning, you know, earlier than 15 minutes ago, it would have been something else, right? We would have had the vote in the Discord and all that. And so I'm gonna play today, and it's not gonna be we're not going to be. Oh, we also have a lure here, so that's the thing, right? So there is a sinker lure, a frog lure, and a wallet increase, I think, is what we get for the pose. And I think that's all we have left. But I can't say for certain. And so here's where my other dilemma is. Here's where my second dilemma is, if there could be such a thing. Is we use nary a strategy guide for our playthroughs, right? Every that's not the button I need. Okay, every single. Oh, someone will see us. Every single playthrough we've done up to this point has been totally crowdsourced for where we get all of our information from. And so there could be a Poe there. There could be a Poe there. There could be a Poe there. And that's another part of the problem, right? Is I can break down and pull up a strat guide and pull up a checklist and systematically go through every single one of these Poes. And that's kind of where we're at, right? And it kind of feels like, but I think we're really going to have to go that route to 100% complete this, and that's not really fun for anyone viewing at home. To just basically watch me go through 60, and that's the big kind of hiccup, right? Is this Poe hunt? We got 5 more Poes to get. We got 55 out of 60 Poes, just with good old-fashioned community-sourced information. But I'm like I said, I'm going through all my videos to try to pick up where I've been and making a checklist. But even the checklist really doesn't help, because I don't know where they're supposed to be. I've just been going through and my notes are silly, like the one in the middle of the desert where you first portal in, and that's the note, guys. That's the scribbled note. And so it's like, where do we draw the line? And you know, we have a lot of interesting philosophical discussions that happen on this channel at times. I don't think we've ever really had one about the channel, though. And that's kind of where we're at, is, you know, we've had a plethora, and that's, you know, I just wish I knew where there could be Poes at that we might have missed. But without going through step by step and going through it all, I just don't feel like there's a a way we can really be concise about it. And so the Poe hunting, I feel like we're going to have to do it to 100% complete it. So I don't know enough about the game, because here's where we're supposed to go for the storyline, right? And we've saved our game. Did something happen to the face cam? DB Master, yeah, we're reconfiguring some stuff. So the face cam is unplugged. So I had the cup of the day cam, right? And the cup of the day cam was cool. We set it up. We're trying to build like a little green screen backdrop for it, and it fell. I can give you the numbers if I have Kyo's notes. I do have Kyo's notes, and I can post those in the Discord. And I think that's going to be our possibly our best bet to kind of get there. Where did Kyo's notes go? Here they are. So I have Kyo's notes, and I feel like we even got off somewhere. I almost feel like I got off or something when I was jotting stuff down. So I just threw them up in the general on the Discord there, Drew, because I don't know if I can go back after forming the mirror, and I don't want to. I don't want to transform the human. I don't want to, go through there without having that done now. Yeah, so. But yeah, so the face cam thing, so what happened, the cup of the day, the actual cup of the day, where I had the backdrop for it, the backdrop fell, it knocked the cup over, it flooded my desk a little bit, it wasn't much water, it was after a stream, and it did some really bad stuff. So I cleaned it up, but I gotta get everything fixed. That's weird. Aha! That's so funny. Check that out. That's different. That's a different message. I like that message. Is it different here? We can transform into human here. That's neat. But yeah, so we're going to have to figure it out. Well, I'm welcome here. That's good. But it doesn't really help me any. Hey, Victoria. So that's that Turtle Club in and of itself, though. What we've just gone over like the last 5 to 10 minutes is where we're at. We have 60 Poe locations that we're not 100% sure on, of which ones we've gotten or not. Kyo was really thorough with his notes, where he had gone through all the videos that he could go through, and it's really appreciative what he did. But the difficulty that we're running into is I should have, according to like Kyo's notes and what I'd done afterwards, I should have like 59 or 60 Poe souls, and we don't. So, and I don't know exactly where all the locations of the Poes are. Now, I do know that the Lantern Caves, we're finished with those. They have to be. I know we've done the Cave of Ordeals. I've been informed that we completed a whole plethora of places, but we can't argue with the counter, right? The counter says we have 55. And I'm pretty certain if we talk to in the difficulty, right? Oh wow, Hyrule Castle is its own separate thing. Of course it is, because it's a Zelda game. And what difficulty we run into also, right, is that we have no way to tell where we are, where we gotten, and where we haven't gotten them. So, I guess what we really have to do is just like start on the list and just go one by one by one by one to confirm if they're there or not. And speaking of things that we need to do, we need to take that off. And we need to absolutely, like, take that off the fishing pole. I guess we do need to be a wolf to go into the house. Yep, they don't want anything to do with their little hero, do they? No fan club this time. So I think Giovanni's here, right? So we can say, right? Just 5 more. So we know that there's one according to the list I've got in Hyrule Castle, or in not Hyrule Castle, but Castle Town. So, and that's the one that's in this right here, right? So we know we have that. That can't be argued with, right? That can't be refuted. So we're good there. So we're just going to systematically go through all these. And we know we did the Cave of Ordeals. So, Poe Watch. So we're going to make a list that says confirmed completed. Helps if I can spell confirmed. So we know that's confirmed completed. We know without a shadow of a doubt that the Cave of Ordeals is confirmed completed. Those 3 in there, we beat it. Oh, thanks, McAdoo. Really appreciate that. And furthermore, the Arbiter's Grounds, right? That's the desert dungeon. And the only way we can complete that one is by destroying all the Poes. So we out of The 60 we have to confirm, guys. We know 8 of them for certain. 8 of them for certain are completed. So let's travel to Kakariko. There's just 2 in Kakariko, and on my notes from Kyo, it was possible that we had not one there. So we're gonna go over here and double check Kakariko. So if you guys know where the Poes were here in Kakariko Village, now is the time to speak up. Oh, this is the new thing, right? All right, that's cool. So that's like our confirmation that we beat the Cave of Ordeals. So we are going to have to do the Cave of Ordeals a second time, but that's all quite fine with me. All right, so all right, so we're gonna go up here. Because I vaguely remember... Oh, this is just a hot spring. Huh. So it's over there that we gotta get to. Alright, human form. DB Master, so Hyrule Warriors, so 3DS games, they don't have a cloud save that I'm aware of, do they? Alright, so I want to say this is where a Poe was. Right? But yeah, DB Master, if someone played games on your 3DS, they would have had to have done so with your 3DS. I'm 99% certain. I think it's your brother. Yeah, and that's not a unlikely thought process. I have a younger brother. We call him Odin for his handle name. His sons we call Thor and Loki. And when I was growing up, Odin would play my stuff a couple times. Okay, so that's... Alright, so I'm 99% certain that we have a Poe here. And we killed it. So the question is then, where is the other Poe in Kakariko? Interesting. So we've already been up here. Well, you know, I can get up here. So they fixed the roof, so we can't get in there. There's not a Poe here either, so I'm so where, oh where? Where's the other Poe at? There's two here. And see, that's what Kiyo's notes say, is that there's two here. And so I know where one of them is. And we've confirmed that it's dead. It's at the burnout house. So we're, and Kiyo's notes say we had one of two. I don't know where the second one is though. And that's where I paused. So like the first one, oops, we missed that jump. Would have been cool if I made it, but we missed it. Check the tallest building. Oh, come on, Mag. You can do better. It is absolutely vague. It is absolutely vague. And that's fine. We have no problem vague booking this right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just stop. Stop, gravitate, and listen. Okay, that's the tallest building. Now, we were already there a while ago. We went all the way up onto the balcony. Alright, so that's the one we just used to... Hey, DJ Brad, how's it going, man? Alright, so we are on the Poe hunt. The hunt for the translucent blue Poe souls. Ah, I've made that jump as a wolf mode earlier, and it's not letting me make it, and it's giving me a sad, guys. It's giving me a sad. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we go up there, we go up here, we walk up this, go around here, walk up this, get all the way up here. We go person mode. Grab us a travel chicken. Travel chicken. Alright. So we know that there was a Poe here. And this is the one that we've confirmed is dead. Because our memory's fuzzy, but it's not that fuzzy. So we know burnout building, there's got to be a ghost haunting it. We killed the ghost. We ate its soul, and that was that. So next we're going to be doing is over here is what is presumably, I'm guessing, the tallest building. So we're going to go in the door. We dug through it last time, but we're going to go in the door this time. And we're going to go up one ladder. Go up the second ladder. And then out here. This leads to the balcony. Up the final ladder, which we didn't do earlier. Alright. So we are all the way up the top. So I think this qualifies as the tallest building. I think this qualifies as the tallest building. So I think we're good. If everything is where we believe it to be. So I want to say, is there a dig spot? There is at the bottom of the building. I don't think there's one on top. Yeah, there's one. So right here is the dig spot, Drew. And that gets us into the building. And it's the same spot that we got in through here. Everything seems fine with your saves. Well, relief. Well, that's good, man. That's good. But keep in mind, I think part of the problem is I didn't keep up with Kyo's notes as well as I needed to. I think we kind of got in a rhythm, and I think some of this didn't get documented the way it needed to. So I'm willing to say that this is confirmed completed. So how long do you stream a day? It depends. On Saturday we do what's called a buffet stream, which is what today is. And we are streaming from 7 to 9, and at 9 o'clock we stop the stream briefly to take a look at the new subscribers we've gained, however many that is. So anything over 2376 counts to that. We also take a look at the number of people watching the stream at that moment, and the number of likes, as well as a bonus for the sponsors we have. Andrew Benson would be such a sponsor. And we actually then add 1 minute for every like, 1 minute for every new subscriber, and 1 minute for every viewer. Speaking of which, I need to set my 9 a.m. alarm for the stream to be over. But I stream anywhere between an hour to 2 hours per stream session, and I stream a total of 6 days a week. I think it's, right now, last time I totaled it up, I'm streaming about 24 hours a week out of 164 total hours that the week has. So, yeah, so we're going to call this confirmed completed. The next place that we can go to, in my opinion, is the Temple of Time, which is right over here in Sacred Grove, right? Because according to the notes that I have, Temple of Time has a few also. And it should be relatively short to confirm. Alright, so Sacred Grove has 2 also, though. So since we're in Sacred Grove, we should look at confirming them. There's 3 there at Temple of Time. Yeah. So we're gonna go confirm Temple of Time first. And I'm thinking we may have missed one in Temple of Time. Kyo's notes indicate that it's completed. And that's the thing, right? Is Kyo did a real good job with these notes, But he's mortal like the rest of us, right? We presume that he's mortal. All right, so let's go into the temple first. Because this is technically not the temple, right? Yeah, this is. I don't think this is actually the temple. I think we actually have to go in here to be officially in the Temple of Time. Now, so this is the Temple of Time. Alright. The entrance has one that required the item you got here. Okay. So let's go and equip the Dominion Wand. And we need to pretty sure that's the way that worked, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was the itty bitty things that I had to do it to. Yeah. Okay. There's a chest up there, which usually seems to indicate that I completed stuff, but is there one blocking an alcove? Well, this is a good question. I don't think there's... It seems to be all that there is here, per se. That's the entrance. And we would not have been able to... Oh yeah, we would have, because it didn't require anything special. Alright, so let's go through this other door up top. Now, the entrance has one. You may be talking about the entrance to the temple. Not inside the temple proper. Gotta move some stuff. Alright, no worries, Drew. Alright, so this is the little teleporter for the giant statues. Alright. It's somewhere we got... Dead spider. Okay. You guys die too. Thank you for dying. could be a chest that may spawn in this room, but that's the only thing I can really see. Come on, walk a little faster. Walk a little faster. Enough of this. Stay. Might as well get up, kill the key sits up here. Get the rupee that we've no doubtly left behind. I'll be able to get all our rupees that we left in this dungeon, so that'll at least help my OCD on that too. Alright, so we've got all that puzzle finished so far. Oh, this room. I vaguely remember it. Okay. I think that's probably more what we'll need in this dungeon. Okay. Alright. I don't quite remember this dungeon being this easy. But you know, once you have like the weapons you're supposed to have, dungeons get easy, I guess, right? Presuming some kind of switch over here. Yep. Already been pushed though. Okay, interesting. So I think this might be one of the rooms where we had a Poe at. I think this might have been a Poe area. Like, there might have been a Poe trapped here, actually. I pretty comfortably remember there being a Poe situation there. So that being the case, I can comfortably say that we, at the very least, resolved one Poe situation. Whoops, that was bad. All right, good morning, Sally. So there's no door here. That's the door we... Okay. We're doing one of the brain bending stuff right now. And that is, we're trying to figure out where these Poes are at. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry, Sally. You know, sleep happens. We expect sleep to happen. So we have the wand. Alright, so we don't have that there. So, okay, that's what I was afraid of. Ouch. That and getting, you know, sideswiped by that. Okay. Let's go grab this thing. Turtle Club, it is a buffet today, and we are both glad to be here and very we apologize because this is not going to be one of them buffets where we're all like, yay, it's a buffet. Okay. Anytime you're ready, Link. Yeah, this is actually the room. Okay, this is where we got. Because what we're doing is we're trying to find out where could all these Poes be? Where can all these Poes be? Where can they be? Alright, so we got this little puzzle solved. I know okay, there's a chest actually on... Okay. Matt has been asking you all week when you stream next. He enjoys watching... Oh, well, I really appreciate that. I enjoy streaming whenever I can. I really was disappointed with myself a little bit, as bad feeling as I was. It's just the pine pollen gets really, really bad, and some days it's just more than my medications can handle, and it's just horrible. I did post a picture of it all on the Discord, like the Turtlemobile, as I call it, and Digret calls it. You can see it. It's just insane the way the pine pollen gets. It's not quite migraine level, but it gets awfully close. It's not like a sensitivity to light, so at least I'm blessed in that way. But it's basically just everything at that point. Alright. So... Alright, I'm confused a little bit. Come down here, you little dude. I'm thinking level of pain is better. You know, that's a good way to look at it. I can see that. I can concur with that. At the same time, though, I don't try to think that my pain is worse than anyone else's. Because there are people with pains that it's just... Alright. So that did something for me, I just don't remember what. Oh, it opened the door over here. Because this thing seals on you and then you have to fight for your life. That's what it was. You know, I can see that. I mean, it is, you know, what it is, that migraines are basically just super boss level headaches, right? But the more people I talk to that have any kind of level of migraines, the more I seem to feel that it goes beyond that. Okay, there's a level above this. Cool. Up. Okay. Alright, this is just so we can get the statue down. Once it gets here, okay. And for those of you that are joining in, we are doing the pose. We are doing all we can for the pose. And it is a buffet today. Thank you, Sally, for that. We want to get this chapter closed. And Turtle Club, we're going to post a poll after this in the Discord, because we are at a, I don't want to say it's a stalemate or a standstill. We are at a turning point, right? So one thing that's awesome about the Turtle Club and about Convertible Turtle Gaming is we are always evolving. We are always moving forward. We are always discovering stuff, right? And what we have discovered today is there is a strong chance that we're not going to be able to 100% this game. And that will be the first game for our main series that we've not 100%ed. And we, you know, we don't really feel right about that. But it is what it is. But we're gonna give it our good, honest try. We're gonna do everything we can to try our very best to beat that. So here's where we're at, Sally. We need 5 post holes, and unlike other stream series where we had a Matt Rayford or a Hobbs or a Demon Huntress to remind us and to guide us and to keep a record of where everything is and to be a good lexicon of where everything is, we have... Oh, there's a gallery, okay. We have unfortunately not had that kind of assistance on this one, and it's, you know, we do blind playthroughs, we do community support. Okay. Sorry, I was focused on stabbing this guy a lot. But since we don't have all that information, since we don't have a record of the pose we've gotten, I've been going through and manually trying to make some notes. Keo's went through and got us a pretty good list, but something's not adding up with everything. Because with the record keeping that I had, plus Keo's list that he got, I should have only 1 post hole left. And that's not the case. I have 5 left. Now, there's very little difference between 1 and 5 when you have no clue which one it is. So let's be reasonable on that. And since we don't have let's say a Zelda Sherpa, for lack of a better term. Yeah, since we don't have someone that can actually guide us through everything, we are pretty hard pressed to be able to get to a point where we're going to be able to 100% this without looking at a strategy guide. So there's the other shoe, right? So we do these blind playthroughs, and we make sure that we don't have anything but, you know, the wits about us and the community involvement. And we're at a spot where we have 1 of 3 decisions that we can make, right? We can blindly wander through with the list that Keo got for us. I mean, that is research that Keo got, and it's good research, but there's something that isn't 100% for it, and we got to figure out what that is. That's what we're doing at the moment, is we're going through the Temple of Time to try to figure out what have we missed. Okay. So the other thing is since we're going through his notes, it's going to be helpful. There's the other claw mark. Oh wow, we can't double claw. This dungeon may not have a spot for us to double claw because it was before we got the double claw. So the other thing is we could go and look up a strategy guide and methodically hit everything on the strategy guide. And that's going to be a bit, right? I think there was a Poe up here. If I remember correctly, there was. So we need to rebalance this. So yeah, so we're looking at getting a strategy guide out and methodically going through everything, which we're basically doing anyways. And that'll get us part of what we need. Okay. So now we need our one back. The other option, though, is we don't 100% it. And we have to come to terms that sometimes we're not going to be able to 100% a game. Now, I know not everybody wants that option. I look at our playthroughs on Zelda, right? And we 100%ed Breath of the Wild. 900 Koroks. I mean, and that's considerably crazy if you think about it, right? I know there's a way up there. It's one of those. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. There we go. That's what I'm not doing right. And so that's where we're at, right? And I'm trying to come to that decision, you know. It's not an easy decision, because we set out to 100% these games. Now, this one, of course, is rather difficult because we don't know where the Poes are. We don't know which Poes we have, and we don't know. No, we don't know. All right, here we go. Come on. That's what I was missing. No, 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 no. Oh, the times I wish the face cam was still working, guys. That was not my finest moment. All right, you back up there. One last one so we can get over here. Because realistically, either side of this works. It's just hook shot, up, drop down. Alright, so alright. Here we go. Okay, and if I remember right, there was a Poe here. And we've killed that one. So I'm pretty comfortable with Kyo's at least 2 of the 3 so far, right? I just wish there was a way we'd have a marking on it, because you know 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild wasn't that difficult. It really wasn't, because we had a marker indicating where we'd been, what we'd done. But on this game, we don't get that. We don't get that. Alright, and at the very least, we're getting every single chest that's in this dungeon that we left behind. So that's a plus in my book. That's at least a okay, good for us moment. If I remember right. Let me do this. Up, drop, turn, dim. Alright, so we know we completed this room. So let's go take a look at the map. So we got 1 chest left. Okay. And that chest left is up 1 floor from here. Okay. Okay to the doke. Okay. So hold the phone. So there's a room above here that isn't above here. Okay. It's fine. We can do this. We're doing good still. Alright. Just pretty sure we can go through this room and sneak around is what it is. So we pushed the wrong button again. Okay, so this will be the last room with the chest in it. Okay, that, and then we get all the way here. Go into this room. This is where we get the star of the show, if I recall correctly. Special own little battle music sequence. Cue big old bad boss fight. Kill boss. Okay. Where's our ginormous statue at? Ah, we got the gigantic statue here, guys. Okay, well, that's a problem. Maybe we have baby statues in here. I can't remember. Yeah, we got baby statues here. Alright, good. Alright. Is it possible that I may not be able to get that chest ever again? Or is this like a two-part thing? Or do I have to have that and these two guys knocked out? Or did I overthink it? I overthought it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so we've been through every room. We know that that was simply so we could get the giant statue up. The giant statue had to do his thing. And then we had to make the giant statue go through the electric rays. Right. Goes back some parts. Right. So I am confident that we have grown tired of spinning spikes, that's for certain. That we have gone through this dungeon, start to finish, finish to start. And we have completed it. So that's my current assessment, Turtle Club. Is that we have, and there was the, alright, so I think we're there we're good, there we're good, there we're good. Having Uko would be kind of, you know, awesome, but isn't really necessary. Come on, Link. There you go. Those just to get to that chest, which we're good there, we're fine there. Can we actually, like... No, we can't claw shove those. Alright, silly. Alright. So, to that room, and there was... like a hidden little alcove here, which we got that. So that's all good. We had the real fun shot where we had to go shoot through that to get to that. That's all good. Got all the chests in this castle. We are... pretty sure we're beyond done with this one. And so... wait a second. Hold the phone. Something ain't right here, guys. Oh. You know what? I remember this dungeon. I remember this part here, like, stumping me for a while. I remember thinking I was just trapped in this dungeon when I got to that point. I was like, oh my god, we're stuck. We have no special little robot guy we can throw. Okay. So that's all of that. Okay, and this is the actual first room. Inside here is indeed the exit. This room, oh, we haven't done yet. This room. Figure it out, guys. There we go. This one door open with the other door closing. So we reverse the whole entire thing. We go all the way to the very beginning. We get this door open. We come in here, and it's not a sub boss, but it's actually the boss. And we have a huge, epic boss fight. And okay, there's Midna. All right. Boom. You know, this is a whole fun fight we did. Alright, so Temple Time. Boom. We're done. So, Temple of Time. Wolf. Confirmed. Completed. Alright. Sacred Grove is technically where we're at now. So we're going to confirm complete the 2 in Sacred Grove. We got 30 minutes, give or take a little bit, guys, before the buffet is over and we go to the dessert mode, right? And we're gonna get to that. All right. So nothing in this one. Nothing up that sleeve at all. Okay. So just a chest in here. So this is the hidden alcove that a statue is blocking in the Temple of Time. Now, Drew was mentioning something similar to this earlier. I am 99% certain that that is what he was referring to. And we did not have a Poe there. And since this is a dungeon, dungeons don't adhere to the daylight rules outside. So Sacred Grove has 2. And so that's 1. We've been at this for an hour and a half, guys. That's the first blue rip we've gotten all stream. That's beyond hilarious. Alright, so in one of these 2 rooms here, I want to say we had a Poe. And so I'm pretty sure that's where the Poe was. Pretty certain. Okay. Pretty certain it was right here. Alrighty. These guys were part of like a puzzle thing we had to do. We already got them beaten up. Alright, so it's technically the Sacred Grove, but we scanned through this whole place. So I don't think it sure is pretty in here, guys, and the music's awesome. But I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, the Sacred Grove's completed. Have you got the Poe where you first find the Master Sword? So this is the Master Sword room up this way, I think, right? So, DB Master, I think you're referring to this room. And with it being daylight out, I really can't say if there's a Poe here or not. And that's the other thing that we were kind of disappointed at with the whole Poe thing, is the fact that we have to wait for it to get dark to do anything about them. Guess we can kind of just check this for any kind of dig spots. See any? But I believe that's the spot you're referring to. And once it gets dark, we'll go check it out. Just to be sure. But if that's the spot you're referring to, and we do in fact have it, then I'm confident with calling the Sacred Grove confirmed complete. Just waiting for it to get dark. Do a puppy trick. Do a puppy trick. Getting darker and darker. And we can see the stars. So, since we can see the stars, we presume it's night. I still have yet to see a clock in this game to let us know if it's dark or not, or any kind of graphical indication, but looks dark. And I don't see any Poe lantern. So I'm willing to call this one confirmed complete also. So let's go ahead and update that to confirmed completed. So Sacred Woods. Wait a second. So where is the Sacred Woods? Is that the... Oh wow, okay. Is that what this is? Is this the Sacred Woods we're in now? Is this considered Sacred Woods, is the question. And if so... it means there's a Poe in here somewhere. I bet this is one we don't have, guys. It could very well be. don't keep in mind though, I don't know where any of these things are, so even if this is the one that I'm missing, I don't have an earthly idea of where it even is. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, that is a chest. That's at least worth getting. That's progress. That's something that we've not done here before. Oh, that's such a good feeling, guys. That's such a good feeling. A chest that we didn't even realize was here. Alright, so we got that. We did that loop already. Let's go over this way. I know we swam. And all that, because I know we've been here before. I remember going to the bottom of that and finding nothing of interest. Same thing with this one. Hey, Posh, good morning to you. We are hunting down Poes. And we do not know where the one in the Sacred Forest is, or the Sacred Woods. We are 99.9% sure this is in fact the Sacred Woods. This kind of looks like a place where you'd fight a Poe almost, right? If anyone knows where one fights Poes here, I am all for it. I'm ready to throw down and knock a Poe down, guys. And you are correct, Sally. Thank you for that. It is a buffet, guys. Which means in about 20 minutes, we're going to be stopping the stream. The stream will be over. Be done. No more stream. But not really. Because what we do then is we take the number of people that are watching, the number of people who have liked the stream, and add extra minutes, as well as any new subscribers that we gain. It all adds up. So I'm a little bit on the less side. this kind of looks like where you would fight a Poe also. Area with the waterfall, according to the guide you have up. Okay, Demon Master. So, this is the area with the waterfall. This looks like a place where we would be fighting a Poe at. There's just enough room for us to encounter something, right? Alright. Alright. So, I am willing to say this is the place of the waterfall where there should have been a Poe. That's the good news. The bad news is I don't know if we got there when it was dark. I'm gonna go pull the guide back of the stream back a little bit so I could check. But I mean, right here is like dawn coming through, right? We had like those lights flickering back and forth. Got about another minute of this playback to watch, guys. And it looks like yeah, it was dawn. Like, dawn just broke when I got up there. Ugh. So, semi-good news? This may be where we have to fight a Poe. The bad news is it has to get dark. Man, I would so love the Song of Time right now. I mean, I would howl it, right? do one of those howls. And then, you know, we would be where we need to be. But alas, it's not what it is. So we're going to use video game logic, right? And we're gonna remove ourselves from the equation. We're gonna be in this little room here. Because if we're in the same room where the thing may spawn, it may force it not to spawn. Just getting rupees, guys. That's pretty much about all we can do at the moment, right? Whoa! I didn't know that these things are still here. What kind of insanity is that? Kind of tells me I have to go through and bop every tree now. Like, on a whim, hey, let's be silly and bop a tree. Oh, wow. Rupees and enemies fly at your face. Is that the only tree, though? Looks like that's the only tree. I feel like I should be, like, singing Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, but it doesn't really apply here, guys. I mean, we want the sun to go down, right? So it's more like, please let the sun go down on me. I got a lot of Poes to hunt. Only in the dark I can see. Alright. So that was another tree. I haven't shot out a rupee. Alright. Wow, like the flowers need to be killed. Chopping down all those silent princesses. How many real life minutes is the day-night cycle for this game? I have not been bored enough to time it yet, Posh. But I'm getting awfully close. I think... How many remaining Poe again? We have 5 DB Master. And that's a good point to say for a second. And we have confirmed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11. We've confirmed the locations of 13 of them so far. And we're working on number 14. And I'm starting with the ones that seem to indicate that maybe not, right? I'm trying to be the most efficient I can. See, this just looks like a place that we would fight a Poe at. So I'm hoping there's a Poe there. And we missed a piece of grass. On the plus side, I think I will finish watching all of my streams this week. So I'll be able to know exactly where the ones are that I need are, maybe? Looks like that you can actually see the Poe right there. It's getting dark. So, let's see here. So I'm just rewinding the stream back a bit, Posh. Looks like it's about a 10-minute day-night cycle. So you get 5 minutes of each. 5 minutes day, 5 minutes night. So in a 2-hour window, we'll have an hour to check on Poes. I don't think these torches have anything to do. I mean, no, let's just back out of that. It's dark. Let's go. Waterfall. We know it's absolutely dark now. We know for a fact it's night. We don't see the sun poking out. Alright, so I am 99.9% sure that this is where there was a Poe. And so we can say with, you know, with some certainty, this has been confirmed as completed as this one. So awesome. Alright, so I remember confirming the Lantern Caves. Well, I remember confirming the 3 one. And Kyo's notes indicate that we completed both, so I'm willing to say those are confirmed completed as well. So that means we have, per the notes we have, right? And that's another thing, is I need to, let me redo math on this, right? So 4, 5, 7, 10, 14, 18, 20. So I have 20 confirmed completed. What number stream is this? Because it's not in the title. I don't know, Posh. When I got down to sit down, Sally, I have a vague list. Kyo gave me a list of how many Poes were in each area per a guide he had looked up and reviewed the stream with. As far as exactly where they're supposed to be, I don't know. And since we, you know, I don't usually use guides for the stream series, I can do that, but oh, that's one that we can confirm. All right, so we can go confirm the graveyard real quick. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm going through my streams and seeing, you know, where I've gotten Poes at on my stream, but it's, you know, there's quite a lot of streams to go through, quite a lot of backlog. All right, here's the graveyard. According to the list that Kyo had, there were 2 in the graveyard. So, all right. So there is. I'm pretty certain that there was one here to fight. If you decide you want such a list, you can pull it out of your guide. If that would be a very helpful list to have at this point. What? Is this the one with the flowers in it? Yes. So, wolf mode, senses. Alright, let's go over here. Push. That's not a diggable grave. That's not a diggable grave. I remember. That's what you do when you get home from work. I really appreciate that, Sally. I really do. Alright, so this... chest we didn't have yet, I guess. Alright, if I remember correctly, so one of these graves we push the gravestone out. I think it's the one with the flowers in it. This was supposed to be a Poe, and there's supposed to be a Poe up there. And we fought a Poe over here. So I am of the opinion, with that information, we can call the graveyard confirmed as well. So confirmed, completed. Okay, the hidden village. I am 99% certain that we got that completed, but that's going to have to wait a little bit because Turtle Club, it is time. We have 8 watching. So let's go and take that 8 and see how many likes we got on the official YouTube app. According to the official YouTube app, we are at 8 likes. So that's 16 right there, guys. 16 extra minutes. Sally as our second sponsor today. Drew was our first. Drew takes that 16, bumps it up to 20. Sally being number 2 in here, bumps it up to 25. And it looks like, unfortunately, Kyo is probably sleeping in today. So that's alright, though. So we get 25 extra minutes to try to untangle all this mess. Alright, so it's 9:25. Boom. Alrighty. 9:25. Okay. So that's going to be pretty good. So the hidden village. Let's go and knock that out. That's over here at the Elden Province, the Bridge of Elden specifically. I think we can beat. I think we can beat the darkness, the dawn. Oh, it's gonna be close though. Come on, puppy Link. Run as fast as you can. Cross this bridge. Up here and go. Alright. So this is the hidden village. Oh. And it's dark. We can tell because there's still stars in the sky. Okay. Sweet. And there was a Poe up here. I remember that. Okay. So we have that confirmed completed. So Kyo's list indicates Lake Hylia, Gerudo Desert, Lanayru Province, Faron Province, Faron Woods, Elden Province, Snow Peak, Snow Peak Ruins, Snow Peak Cave, Death Mountain, Zora's River, Zora's Waterfall, Zora's Domain. We know that those are confirmed completed because we spent all last stream before the roll goal took over. So those I can confirm completed. All right. Okay, so City in the Sky. I haven't watched the video on that. I need to. Okay. So of the so I was doing math and I got sidetracked. Let me redo math, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 37, 44, 45, 46, 48, 52, oh, Turtle Club. This is unfortunate. So, Kyo's list is missing a Poe. It's got 59 Poe souls on the list. Alright. That's unfortunate. So there's one on this list maybe that we don't even have. Okay. So since that only lists 59, we're gonna continue confirming what we can. I guess we go to Death Mountain next. I don't know where the one in Death Mountain is. Actually, I take that back. I think I do. Yeah, because we had that whole entire situation where we... Okay. It's back this way. I'm 99% certain. Oh wait, that may not be Death Mountain though. That may be Alden Province. Alright, so there is one over here. Right up here. It was up there on that. So that's that. Are we? Because we talked to the baby over there too. So are we still, according to the game? What's going on? Oh, I gotta get out of this view, right? Alright. Okay, we are... So the game says we're in Elden Province right now. It isn't until we go through this little area here that we're officially in Death Mountain. So now we're officially in Death Mountain. Ah, silly werewolf mechanic. So where amongst all this? Would there be a Poe? Would there be a Poe inside the actual volcano? Is that possibly where we missed it? In the hot springs? Is there a shield we missed? Oh no, that's the replacement wooden shield. Okay. There's a way we get this to move, right? Yeah, we went through the whole entire dungeon trying to look through stuff. Kind of looks like where we'd fight a Poe at, right? You have to go? Alright, well, take care. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sally. Really appreciate that. I mean... there's a rock here. What would there... I mean, maybe... It gets back down there. That's how we would get up here. So that's what we're trying to get up to. Oh, duh. Come on, Mag. Get the program. Talk to the dude. Oh. Alright. Is this never... this puts us into the actual mountain. Oh. Nice little bench. This guy. So nothing else to do in here, at least. So there's that. Okay. And this is the dungeon proper, if I remember right. And I don't think there would be. I mean, we've gone through this. We've gone through this. We've been through this dungeon. So I'm not going through it again. Okay. I mean, I guess technically, right? Elden Province is like all of this. I wish those would go away, but I know they won't because it's a bug. All right. So I'm pretty confident that we can call Death Mountain good. Sure would be nice if this never reset on us, right? What is this? Really? Really, game? You mean all that, and that's all I can't even stand myself sometimes, Turtle Club. I mean, had we remembered, we had a shortcut here, it would have taken us all the way to the top of the mountain. Oh well. Okay. So I am, yeah, I'm comfortable to say that we have Death Mountain completed. Because I think I misspoke. So the last remaining 15, 20 minutes almost. Or no, 25 after. Okay, so we got about 7 minutes left of today's stream. I'm looking over the list that we have from Kyo. And there's one listed in Faron Woods. And that's listed as completed. And I know that one because I actually saw myself on stream do that one. So that's the one where you got to do the crazy puppy travel in the poison mist and you kill the dude on the log. So we're good there. City in the Sky? I'm 99% certain we did that too. So the list that Kyo's given us, there's 12, 19, 20 to 26. There's 30 that I haven't confirmed. And I'm trying to confirm those as we go, guys. All right. Well, we've pretty much racked my brain inside and outside. We got to go for the full 7-10 split here, right? I mean, we got about 7 minutes left. We've done a lot of Poe searching. I feel as if we've accomplished a little bit because we've gotten all those chests in that dungeon that we hadn't gotten before. And as it pains me to no end, we're going to try to beat roll goal. That's what we're heading to right now, guys. As we're heading toward the fishing place, toward the goal of the roll. Have you thought about doing ban appeals? No. We don't do ban appeals CDI on. We did a ban appeal once upon a time, and we spent the better part of an hour and a half researching it, and once we unbanned the individual, they immediately repeated the same behavior, and so we rebanned them. Generally speaking, we are pretty straightforward with what's acceptable. We have it posted in our Discord in the very first room, and the only room that anyone can get into when they first join the Discord. We have it consistently on our videos. We have it in the description for our videos. And if anyone feels like that, how does banning work anyways? DB Master banning from Discord means the person is just out. They can't come into the Discord, they can't see what the Discord says, they can't communicate to certain people in the Discord, depending upon their settings. On YouTube, all banning does is it prevents them from being able to add to the conversation. So they can't say anything. They can like the video, they can dislike the video, but as far as adding comments, that is completely something that they can't do. So, you know, all right. So let's do what we can. All right. So between the two, being banned from our Discord is probably the most difficult, right? Because if you're banned from YouTube, you can still watch the content, you just can't be part of the community. And generally speaking, we only ban for just being being rude and insensitive and just a horrible person. There's a couple of bans that have been personal, but most of them are just people just being people. Hey, we actually recovered. That's cool. Ooh. Feels good that question has finally been answered. Oh, okay. Ah. But yeah, it's Ooh, come on. All right. Come on, roll the. Oh. Yes, exactly what it is, Posh. Exactly what it is. Well, that is the stream alarm, guys. We are going to give it one more attempt, though. One last attempt. But yeah, so the way this works on the Wii is the Wii controller, the accelerometer on it, well, tilting it makes the ball. Like if you tilt it back, whoa! I didn't even know I could do that. Can I do that again? Nope. Okay. Weird. Shaking it to see where the ball wound up. Yeah, that kind of works too, but it doesn't. Like we can kind of do this. And as soon as it gets off the track, it counts as not working. Because we've managed to see which way does it go. This way. See, and it's difficult. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but we are trying our best. Alright, well, Turtle Club, we unfortunately are going to have to call it quits. It is the nature of the beast with roll goal. Eventually, we're going to find a way to beat that level. Well, that is fun. Yeah, it's been 7 levels of fun up to that, which is unfortunate. It is part of the 100% clear through. We are going to figure out what we got to do for that. I don't know yet, but we're going to try to press on. But Turtle Club, that is the end of the stream. We are going to be coming back tomorrow morning. If you notice, the Shipwreck Sunday map isn't there. I haven't been able to complete it yet. We were redoing it for this month, and it kind of just didn't work out the way we were hoping it would. So we're gonna be playing something tomorrow. I don't know what. I assure you, it will be something fun. It will be entertaining. We will be there. I hope to get the camera going. We got a lot of stuff on our agenda today on our day off. Digrat, of course, is out for another couple of weeks, which means that I'm gonna miss her. But there's some things that I can do when she's not here that require a lot of time. So I'm happy with that. I'm not happy she's gone though. But Turtle Club, we are going to press on. We are going to get this beaten. We are going to 100% this game. I was going to do a poll, but I really feel like we can get it done. I really want to get it done. Leaving it unfinished just seems wrong to me for everything that we've done at Turtle Club. But guys, really awesome for everybody that's been able to join in today and watch the streams with us today. Again, Andrew Benson, one of our sponsors, our supporters, dropping $2 on the stream today. That was super cool of you, man. You didn't have to do that. But glad you did. Thankful you did. Thanks for joining in. Sally, who joined in. Victoria, DB Master. McAdoo, who popped in, said hello and left a like. CD Ion for coming in as well. I really appreciate you all coming in here today. I'm going to have myself a good night and a good day off. You all have a good breakfast, lunch, dinner, Saturday. You know, it's Saturday, so have a good one of them. But whatever you do to our club, have a good one, and thanks for watching. Take care.